I guess this video is about, are you living up to your full potential? Are you doing something fulfilling to you? Does it make you jump out of bed and do something great with your life? If not, go back to sleep and smack the crap out of you. It's like, what do I want? Go, and Bob Proctor said, go sit in on the tree, figure out what you want to do for like, it's like a vision, right? A vision. It's about more than just the thing that you want to accumulate. Today, I was reading one chapter of The Hero by Rhonda Byrne. You know the movie The Secret. I probably will do redo a book review on this. I wanted to, because I did a video on this, but I want to be able to give in more in-depth details of how can we uh, improve, because it's not just enough to be able to read this. It's not just enough to visualize. It's not just enough to be able to say, I want this, that we know that it's gonna come to us, but it's by you pursuing something great of yourself, right? I think that most people fell short of the potential that could have been had. And and sometimes people in learning about this thing, hey, look, if you think that I'm a critic to The Secret, or I'm not, it changed my life, and I wanted to put a spin to the story, how The Secret, or the impact or the knowledge of the law of attraction changed my life. And of course, I interviewed Bob Doyle from hit movie The Secret, and then I interviewed many law of attraction people on here. But in and of itself, reading or learning and watching, as Bob Doy from hit movie The Secret, I was watching his video, and he's like watching the film 1,000 times. If I know this, most people in the personal development, law of attraction, they believe that it's true, but somehow they haven't dug deep enough to be able to pursue something of greater. And I reread this, and I was like, wow, this really is incredible, and how our dreams is there for us to pursue, right? But a dream is just, most people think a dream is a dream, right? And people think it's their mission fulfilled. Yes, it is. But for me, I think for me, a dream is just more than just uh, a dream, or the mission that I envision of doing, or taking action. It's bring the best out of me. And dreams are there to bring the best out of you, because you will, along the journey and the process, you will learn something that amazes you, like I do. It amazes me what I can do, and these journeys and what we're taking unfold for us each and every day, and that the magical of pursuing of your heart, you are fulfilled in that love. you know when what amazed me though, that when I interview top expert, whether kung fu masters and artists, they're fulfilling their dream, they're fulfilling their mission in life, they're happy, because they get to do what they wanted to do, and they share their love of what they do on video. Because they one is an artist where they draw, but they show it on video, and how people can benefit. Of course, they all offer products and services, but they drew off their passion and what their creative. They use their passion, creativity to push out into the world and make it happen. And nowadays we have online, we can make it happen by via video, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And it is up to us to fulfill our destiny. No one's gonna fill our destiny for us. So today I will read uh, this for you. The refusal of the call. When you refuse the call from life to follow your dreams, you can run the risk of living an unfulfilled and happy life. No matter what you do and no matter what material things you acquire along the way, if you don't do the things that make your heart sing, you will feel overwhelmingly sense of dissatisfaction and regret when you get to the end of your life. Don't let this be the story of your life. No matter how young or how old you are right now, you have the greatest story to live. It may seem like a big risk to follow your dream, but it isn't the greatest risk of all to miss your life. Responding to your calling and deciding to follow your dreams is actually the easy way. Refusing the call is the hard way because you risk being miserable and dooming yourself to a life without joy, a life without passion, and a life without meaning or purpose. Perhaps you start out loving your current job, but in time, your work has become a grind to you. This might mean your current job is not your ultimate calling. You need to dig deep and ask yourself whether somewhere along the way you put your dream aside. You may think I got time to follow my dreams. You don't have time. Life is short. The current lifespan expectancy is 24,869 days. While some of us will live more days and some fewer, either way, you only have a precious number of days to live in this life. So you do not have time to put off your dreams. It's now or never. My God, man, the internet got cut off. So I have to redo it. Well, not redo it, but I have to edit it in this video. Bleh. It's now or never. If you don't do it now, you will keep putting it off and you will never do it. The time is now. Someday it's a disease that will take your dreams to the grave with you. Tim Ferriss, author of 4 Hour Workweek, which I highly recommend you read. Simply realizing that no one else is going to make your dreams come true is a big step. Your boss, your friends, your partners, family, and children cannot live your life for you. You're responsible for creating a life that makes you happy and fulfilled. No one else can do that for you. You might be afraid to go after what you want in life because you think you could fail. But remember, you will never receive the call to follow a dream unless you have the wherewithal to accomplish the dream and turn it into reality. Another way we can stop ourselves is to think that there are no good idea or opportunity left and use that as our excuse to not make anything of our life. If you think there's no good opportunity, look how easily, well, she recommend, but it's okay, I'll keep reading. Don't let money and security dictate your choice in life. Life continues to change. Companies changes hands, go bankrupt or relocate overseas. Jobs are lost or economic collapse brings about massive cutbacks. You can lose your job, your savings, and your house. Marriage can end. Health challenge can appear, and circumstance can arise that throw the security you thought you had out the door. I choose financial security over following my dream. And when I was fired, I was clearly shown that security I thought I had was all in my mind. Real security means that there's knowing that there's no security because when then you will make sure you live every day of your life to the fullest. Being trapped by security can happen to anyone. There are many people making lots of money who work is grind to them. They're unfulfilled and unhappy as those making less than money. Material things are wonderful and experience them is one of the greatest pleasure of living on earth, but through the conditioning of society, we can be misled into thinking that the accumulation of material things is the purpose of our life. If material things were the purpose of our life, they would provide true happiness, fulfillment, and satisfaction, and we never need to buy another thing. The happiness we fulfill when we get those things wouldn't be fleeting, but it would be everlasting. If accruing material things were purpose in life, we would be able to take them with us when we leave. You walk outside to get paper in the morning, and you see that old Manjo house across the street disappear because he took it with him. We couldn't take material things with us because they're not who we are. While they are part of the joy of living on the earth, they're not the purpose of the life. We all need food, shelter, and clothing, but the purpose of our material things for the sake alone rob us of freedom to live a truly fulfilling life. Don't let that tail wag the dog by making security in the pursuit of material things the pursuit of your life instead of following your dreams. The irony is that when you choose do cho- when you do choice choose to follow your dream over security, you will have it all: material riches and riches, fulfillment of life. In addition, you will receive something that money can never buy. You will never have the greatest feeling of accomplishment, fulfillment, and satisfaction. Of course, you will always want to do more and continue to be on your dream. But when you experience that feeling of absolute fulfillment from taking the hero journey, you will no doubt that it was what you were born to do. And all you gain within from fulfilling your purpose is what you do take with you when you leave. Don't get to the end of your life and regret all the things you didn't do. Your life is precious. If you sell yourself out, you won't find that happiness you desperately seek. Because true happiness comes from fulfilling your dreams. Imagine what it would be like to get the end of your life with no regrets. Imagine reflecting back on everything you did and you are fulfilled with the greatest feeling of satisfaction. Don't wait until you get to the point where you can't take it now. Can't take it anymore before you make a change. Change your life now. Anything but true happiness and fulfillment is not good enough for you. So don't settle on anything for less. Even if you think technical security have already wrapped themselves around you and you can't move because of your obligation, it's never too late. There are always unlimited ways to follow your dreams, and it's much easier than you think. I think that's great, and it's very motivating. It motivated me after I read it. But too many people come into this and they don't do what they wanted to do, and they want the easy things, and usually those easy things don't make them fulfill, and sometimes they chase a mirage, and sometimes they're unhappy. So my take on is this: each and every one of us has a path to go on, and that path may take us farther ahead than most people will ever will. I listened to a great video of Elliot Host, and he talked about following your heart. That if you follow your heart and you follow that, even if it may sound it's not responsible, it's irresponsible, and you're following not a society way of thinking or setting goals for yourself or objective for you, but it's following your fulfillment, a sense of you may not. He said you may not make more money than them, but your sense of fulfillment is full. Your sense of joy, your happiness go up. And I can feel that as times go on. Of course, there are times that you don't want to do this, but at the end of the day, it makes me more happier every time I get to share my knowledge. Do interview people, I get happy. But of course, there are days that where I have my time up and down. Is I reflect and I go back inward in myself and I reflect and introspect what can I do better or what can I change and what can I improve and how can I share my message to the world, because ultimately I'm living my dream and I'm doing it now. I don't regret the thing that people told me to do and I didn't do them, because if I did do them, I would regret it, right? I mean, when I was a kid, I rebelled a lot of things, but good thing I rebelled because it gave me the greatest path. You know, it gave me a sense of joy and pleasure. As I when I was a kid, I went to I got kicked out of high school, and I think people think that was a mistake, but it wasn't. It was the greatest day of my life. You know, and when I entered boarding school, it changed my life of who I am today. And without those experiences, without those friends and people that enter my life, I wouldn't have known happiness. I wouldn't known smile. I wouldn't known different experiencing people entering my life. And so I invite you to see that there's much more broader things than materialistic things. It will be there for a while, and we should make it comfortable so we can be comfortable in creating the life that we want. And I highly recommend that you go on your journey to find your dream, to do your dream, or do something that make you light up. All the people I interviewed, they're doing something of value to people, but they're doing their dream. They get to meet amazing people, amazing kung fu artists, superstars, famous people that inspire me to keep going, and inspire me to meet amazing people. It inspired me to want to interview amazing people, because they get to do that. And most people don't get to see famous people. They don't get to do what they most want in life. And so at the end of their life, they won't meet people who they wanted to meet. They have and hope and wish, and they could have like meet their dream authors, or speak to that, or become a speaker or something of that nature. So I invite you to see that the journey that we take, a dream, is there to be able to push us into the direction of our destiny. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.